this Christmas, maybe it's the places I am going, but people are really complaining it's dry, it's dry, it's dry, and things like that. But I have an idea for all those who are feeling the thing in a very dry way. Listen. Anipa bebre susa abronya no ye drive ama womu anasu ayanu kwarilo abronya no ye diampa nasu edin kra abogafo bebre wo kromu asawu ya u pakpakpa na se u bo u format no ya wo benya dollar pana. So that's the word to the wise, right? Now let me do some vowels here very quickly. So this is the quiz mistress in Achimota School. Achimota School, for 8 points in 8 A's, who's your guy? Iras, now only he, Marghuy. Correct for 8 A's. Now this is SAT, right? Get this riddle correct for 1,500 points. He's the Rasta on the host. He's the guy in whom we boast. He's the champion of the fight. Achimota School. He says, Aras Marghuy. Correct for 1,500 points. Come on, everybody. Make some noise for Achimota School. They are correct. Shame the name. Yeah. These are Akores now jubilating, right? So they say, shame the game, shout his name. No, shout her name. Spread the shame afar. She's the Rasta on the host. He's the guy in whom we boast. He's the champion of the fight. Aras Marghuy. A Merry Christmas, my brother, my sister. Big up yourself this Christmas. Christmas at the best time if you share the love. You see what I'm saying? Oh, Charlie. You know, I was... wrong. In fact, we're all wrong. The young man does not even speak patois. Yeah. Not everyone in dreadlocks who professes Rastafarian faith speaks patois and also, you know, burn the herbs. You see what I'm saying? We've all been wrong one way or the other and about one person or the other. You see what I'm saying? Simply because we assumed without questioning our assumptions. In so doing, we have denied ourselves the quality of a rich and diverse worldview because we are only comfortable with what looks familiar. Anything or anyone else, once it doesn't look like what we already know, we discredit. So once the idea is coming from NPP or NDC, it must be wrong to the NPP, or the NDC must be wrong. It must be bogus. Once the project is being executed by the NPP because they are in power, NDC must say it's wrong. And it's always like that. Welcome to the show. This is Backpage on Citi TV, and my name is Caleb Kudah. So this is likely to be the last show for the year. Yeah. I mean, 2023, oh, wow. So I've been like, how can I serve you all Backpage family, you know, on the last episode for the year 2023? What can I do? And I wanted to review the year, maybe later in the show. Not by telling you how the politicians have made us all very angry, but by telling you a thing or two about some of your favorite people in this house, Citi FM, Citi TV. I thought I should give you some concert backstory because this year I've been observing a lot, you know. Every day we bring you the news, both the news on the legs and the ones turned upside down on their legs, you understand? But I thought I should, I should tell you some things about some of your favorite people, my colleagues, including those you don't see and hear, like my fantastic director who's listening to me now, or my short producer. They're all short, by the way. Just to Pearl and Beverling, right? But I realize if I decide to do anything like that, Charlie, I'll not enter 2024 in peace. But the files I got in my head, if I told you, my producer would kill me. So allow me to tell you some 2 interesting stories that didn't make it to the headlines or to the news this year. I mean, there's always some stories somewhere, right? Yeah. So I'm coming to tell you some. So I went to MC a book launch this week, basically at the Alumni Association of the University of Ghana. They invited me to MC the launch of Dr. Tony Oting Jesse's alumni lecture, which was converted into a book. Now, at the program was Emeritus Professor Ivan Adai-Mensah, Emeritus Professor Clifford Nibo Itego. Oh, Charlie, big man. Professor this, Emeritus that. They were big. So I was trying so hard to be I was trying to be the best I've ever been, you understand? But there was a problem. And I got exposed. So the organizers in the running order had some people speak before the chairman came, the chairman of the function, who was Emeritus Professor Ivan Odaimensa, right? Now, after I invited him to speak, he said with these few words, I declare the launch open. You know that thing chairman say. But he said something had gone wrong. People had already spoken ahead of him, so what was he opening now, you see? So he said, by the way, the program, this is the first program that the chairman is talking midway. Oh, Caleb, this is Backpage. Oh, Charlie. And I mean, who said, they have blown my cover, so why you me to what you say? Aha. I mean, see, now, Professor, Emeritus Professor, dear, Backpage, the name is also Uvie, why me too? I was, then, there's a little boy I met recently. I was leaving from Tesoro to Adbaka. Their parents stopped me, and his mother told me he never misses Backpage. Now, through Backpage, he learned someone had money in her kitchen and other places. Now, one day they went to church, and it turned out they fellowship with Madam. You understand? I am told there, no, the young boy just screamed, Mommy, Mommy, this is the woman who... I can't add the rest. I was shocked. Just the kids and everybody is watching that thing. Guys, thank you for the love. By the way, the president says he has never ever defended any corrupt official in his government, including the one we know who has like very interesting wigs.
No evidence or allegation has been forthcoming that the executive, i.e. myself as president, has made any attempt to influence the outcome of any of these investigations. The latest episode involving the former Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, the Honorable Cecilia Abnadapa, is evident for all to see. I am not aware of any government in the Fourth Republic subjecting so many of its officials to such investigations and inquiries.
I mean, absolutely no comment, right? You know, two friends met. One asked the other, how are you? And one said, greater than Accra. The other responded, what about you? And the response was more excellent than His Excellency. Let me end it there. Because, you know, Accra remains the cleanest city in Africa. You know this, right? Yeah, only Nanado can make that happen without the help of Ghanaians and their collaboration. By the way, please, do you have light? I mean, like, do you have light? Kanea, Akosombo Kanea. You do? Oh, that's nice. Sorry, you don't? Oh, then stop complaining. Now, even Parliament, the shadows of doom show across the sky.
We don't have a direct control when the reports are ready, when the reports are completed. What we can do at best is to impress upon ranking members and the chair. So I can assure him today we have. What's your problem? This is better than your situation. This is better than what we experienced under you. You should know this. Sam George, you should know this. This is far better than what we experienced under your tenure.
Well, I thought I heard the PRO of ECG say because of the Christmas festivity, but Madam, please, what did you say? Sorry.
The holiday period is here and more people are home. Students are home from school. People have traveled to Ghana for festivities. So there's a lot of pressure on our network, more than the usual. So you'd find that transformers that usually would not trip are tripping automatically when it's overloaded because there are so many users on that particular transformer. We understand that this comes with the season, and we are working very hard to improve the network operations in most of our operational areas where we experience a surge in consumption during holiday seasons.
Oh, okay, Christmas, demand has gone up, festivities, the boggers now back home, and the activities are affecting power. Oh, I see. No wonder. Okay. Hey, then government should consider introducing some bugger taxes, because right now everything in Ghana, Mr. Kofore is taxing. He's even going to introduce VITs for Hoover and canoe drivers. Go over you people.
The challenge is the fuel. The fuel is up, and then the tax, the percentages, this thing are taking. The boats and the Uber drivers, no, the percentage they are taking from the money we gain. That's why we can't accept or support the revenue they want to put on this thing.
I mean, you people, you have not seen anything yet. You understand? You see, we are even going to slap taxes on readers, so that books will be more expensive from next year. If you plan to buy books, buy them now. You understand? From taxation, we are moving to, we are moving from taxation to production. Now we are getting to from taxation to taxation. Just say, they are taxing us to death, but we shall not die. Never. And I'm going to say we will die. I just said, but I know we shan't die. After this break, I will tell you a lot more things. Hold on. Welcome from that break, everyone. This is Backpage on Citi TV, and my name is Caleb Kudah. One of the big issues that happened this year is that Kennedy Ejapon beat Alan Tremoting in the NPP primaries, presidential, and came second to Dr. Baumia. And Alan left. But then there was a promise of a showdown.
Showdown in this country. President Akufo, member will show down. Vice President, member will show down. So, Mama chasing me agent. I'm not going to shut them. What do you embassy? What do you embassy in your embassy? Yes. Me challenge President Akufo anytime.
Yes, showdown accordingly became the one buzzword this year. Everywhere you go, remember showdown. Another word was withdrawal. I mean, honorable withdrawal.
It is an exact replay of the circumstances that led to my decision to resign from the party in 2008. Fellow countrymen and women, under the circumstances and given the context provided, I will use this platform to announce that I'm honorably resigning with immediate effect. Thank you.
So after honorably withdrawing, a new species of Afafranto butterfly was released into the ecosystem in Ghana, but the NPP went on to elect Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as its flag bearer, and he could be the first leader of the party from the north. I mean, he is now, right? As the flag bearer of the party, he's the leader. Okay, Akbar is in the system, but yeah. Ghanaians, he will be the first ever Muslim to be a flag bearer for the NPP, and yeah, should he become, right? Dr. Bawumia.
In the Volta region, where our party's fortunes continue to grow considerably, I am very encouraged that we will do even better in 2024. In the 5 northern regions, Northern Savannah, Northeast, Upper East, and Upper West, as they have always done in past elections, join the rest of the country to emphatically vote for the winning candidate.
Quick one. This year, when His Excellency the President was asked, said, Grandpa, the way the country is going, should we still have faith in you? He said, and I paraphrase, if I were you, Anka, I'll start waiting for the next president. Now, my idea says, airplane mode.
President, Ghanaians say they are not happy with the way conditions are. They are tired. They are suffering.
It's difficult. I'm the first president. I've said it several times. I'm the first president. At the end of the day, when the moment comes, Ghanaians will reflect on who best can get us out of these difficulties or take us to the next stage. That is the new patriotic party.
Ladies and gentlemen, airplane mode, His Excellency the President. I mean, Mr. President, that's it. You can't come and kill ourselves, you understand? We can't kill ourselves for Ghanaians. In the meantime, Mr. President says he's not a lame duck president. Or say, the power, it is still in his hands, family, in the hands.
Speaker Babin says I'm a lame duck. Well, that's his language. That's his language. I am still the President of the Republic, and I will continue to be so until the 7th of January 2025. And I have no doubt that the power to make decisions and to carry out policies is still firmly in my hands, and I'm not going to let it go. I don't know what he's talking about when he says lame duck. He has his own understanding of that, but I am not a lame duck president.
No, I love it. There's no confusion here. He was responding to the Speaker of Parliament anyway. And look, for the next president to turn things around, if we are saying wait for the next president to turn things around, and in the meantime, even though we are on airplane mode, we are saying wait for the next president. We have not ceded power to anybody just because we have a new flag bearer. Do you understand? I'm still the boss. I'm the show boy. This year, VRA spilled the Akosombo Dam, and the impact was devastating.
What you see here are residents who are stuck on this roof with nowhere to go, no options rather than to seek shelter on the roof. The devastation here from the spillage of the Akosombo Dam is visible. You can see in your shot, you see buildings completely submerged to actually the window levels. The water has actually devastated these people here. They're unable to access their daily lives, completely changed for them overnight. Now they have to seek shelter elsewhere.
Well, our sanitation minister, in the heat of the moment, thought that it was a very sensible thing to blame the people for having hard ears when we didn't know where we were expecting them to go when they get out of their homes.
The Akosombo spillage, even though VRA, NADMO, the Water Resources Commission came together to educate the people in the community, did simulation exercises with them even at Mepe. Yet they refused to leave. They didn't want to be evacuated. They stayed there till the end when we started spilling. Unfortunately, look at what is happening. And government has to spend millions of money on relief items, on education. The whole area, the water is contaminated. And what Ghana Water and Water Resources Commission would have to spend money, millions of money to treat the water before we can pass it through our pipes.
High-sense products are all over the place. That was one of the most insensitive comments made this year, if you ask me. And the most incompetent one to be made was by this DC. He said that after generous citizens donated food items and other relief items, I was actually, I don't even have lolly fare to find money for the loading boys to the victims. No.
Assembly, you have relief items there.
What are you doing?
The money to hire a car and send it to them. I tell you. Oh, that's a fact. That's the fact. I can't hide anything from you. You need money to fuel the cars and send the item to the people.
That is the only issue.
That's the issue.
And
that's the only issue.
Angry.
We don't have money.
So why not you ask them to come?
We ask them. I'll be asking the VRA, the NADMO. I mean, asking them. They should give us something. As of today, I received only 20,000 Ghana cedis. We have said it already. Yeah, the items there. It's a fact.
You see, I'm going to be very honest with you all. Some countries are dealing with tsunamis and proper catastrophes. Looks like in our part of the world, our catastrophe, the tsunami we had when God was sharing, things like this is what we got. You know, but it's heartwarming, isn't it, to see how far the Citi resettlement project is ongoing, and also to commend some of the MPs, in particular Samuel Okucheto-Blakwa. At the same time, isn't it tragic to think that in the event of adversity, like, we can't even trust our own leaders? It will have to take individuals and private institutions to come to the, like...
You can see on my shirt, Relief for Volta. This is the second leg of the project we are embarking on, where we are building shelters for the displaced victims of the Akosombo Dam spillage. Don't forget, this project is taking place simultaneously at 4 different places talk of Tokpo in the Bonkatamanso municipality, the Adan project, which is in the Adan East district, as well as the new Backpage, which is a whole community on its own, comprising a school, a market, a building for the affected victims, and a whole lot of auxiliary facilities that we are putting up in the Central Tong district.
No, Charlie, Sames, Bernard, Richard Sky, Sandra, OJ, JB, Vivian, Echa, Fred Zuo, and all the city's crew, Omani, all the city's crew. May God drive you. Screw the SNA driver. Aye. May you penetrate. May you dominate. May you scatolate. You do all. Now, to all our viewers and listeners, Charlie, you spoiled it. No, let's meet a situation this year, I understand, in a couple of hours, days, because we have to celebrate. Yeah. Now, one of the landmark cases that we saw this year is what some people describe as Okuku Seku. Come on, Onipa. George versus George. You remember that? Oh, I'm talking about COP George Mensah and Dr. George Kufudampare. Wow.
Can you explain what you meant by this IGP is not correct? What has he done?
Honorable Chair, I will not deny that fact today, tomorrow, or the next day. I will make that statement again. That the current Inspector General of Police is not managing the police service well. It's something I will not run away from. I will say it everywhere, anywhere that I go. And you can do your own investigations, call police officers underground, and find out from them.
Wow. I mean, this case, we're still waiting for the outcome to see it. I'm waiting for the outcome. But truthfully, no, Dampare, Dr. George, it did try. I promise. Look, I went to do some gala say last night in Telaboni there. When I was returning, I passed by the police headquarters. Ghana Police Panye. Police for headquarters now to say, or might be Jubilee House. No, for a moment I thought I saw some officers in uniform around there, and for a moment I thought like they were prisoners who were cleaning. No, they were officers and they were cleaning the place. Now, see why you have fennel? No, that part you force. But you see, when you said you don't know Bugri na Abuno, what funny, and when you drop some tears. No, Mr. Show them. They're busy. Cry for the nation.
Since my colleagues and I, and the rest of the commands across the country, had opportunity by the grace of God and with the honor done me by His Excellency the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, we committed ourselves to transforming the organization to become the best institution in the country and a reference point for Africa and beyond, in a teamwork fashion, based on Genesis 1:26. So even granted that I'm the West, then all of us collectively are the West, including probably my brother who was serving in that capacity as member of the team that I led. I lead.
No, I try to serve the nation. No, you show them. No, you see, this year, they call me a Bontin father. What I say? Hey, Samuel Simon Kajam said next year, go over you people. Samuel and his powerful, they have made me Bontin father. So 2024, we will do Bontin. You'll be shocked, you'll be there, we will do Backpage from London, understand, or Palestine, or Ukraine, or something. I'm going to bath my nephews for Christmas convention. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you for the love. This year, you are showing me love. My emotional. If I thank you, come for a hug. I love you too.